people still bring him problems: money, debts, family disputes. They leave offerings on his tomb and they ask him to intervene. He has been dead since before Morocco was a country. Somewhere in a village near Shufshawan, two cousins are fighting over a piece of land their grandfather left behind. There is a modern court in Tetuan, about 40 kilometers away, that could hear the case. They're not going to it. They're sitting in the courtyard of a small white building on the edge of the village, waiting for the dead man's descendant to come out and tell them how the land is going to be divided. He has no legal authority to do so. The decision he makes will hold anyway. The man is called Marabout, or more often just Sidi. The building is a Zawiya, the lodge attached to the tomb of a saint from whom he descends. He has no appointment from Rabat, no badge, no salary. Morocco is Sunni, and Sunni Islam has no clergy, no ordination, no hierarchy, no one who stands between you and God by office. So the Marabout isn't a priest. He also isn't a judge, not officially. What he has is reputation, built over generations in the same valley, and the fact that people there have seen for as long as anyone remembers that his word holds. So they bring him their problems. If it's a debt, he can guarantee it. If you can't pay, he pays, and now you owe him, which is a much worse place to be than owing the original lender. If it's a dispute, he mediates, and the settlement sticks, because both sides agreed in front of him. The system runs on the fact that everyone in the valley knows who the Marabout is, knows who you are, and knows that if you try to cheat the arrangement, the cost isn't legal. It's social, and social is heavier. When the French came in 1912, they understood this quickly. They didn't dismantle it, they mapped it. Valley by valley, which CD mattered, how far his influence reached, who his sons were. A Marabout on your side was worth more than a garrison. Independence in 1956 was supposed to settle the question. The new state built courts, registries, banks. In the cities it worked. In the countryside, less than the official history says, which is why 70 years later, the two cousins are still waiting in that courtyard. Not because the court in Tetuan doesn't exist, because the court doesn't know them, and the man coming out of the Zawiya does. You can have a modern state, modern banks, modern contracts, and underneath, running in parallel, a second layer that people trust more because it's older and because it knows them by name. The formal institution is legible from outside. The informal one is not. When you walk into a village as a foreigner, or a journalist, or a consultant doing due diligence on a property, you see the first layer. The second layer sees you. You don't see it. A contract that looks solid on paper depends on a handshake somewhere you weren't invited to. A deal that makes sense in Rabat falls apart because someone in a village you've never heard of said no. The state didn't fail. The state was never the one deciding. The man in that tomb has been dead for 300 years. Most days, someone still leaves something there. And somewhere not too far away, two cousins are waiting for his great-great-grandson to tell them how to divide a piece of land.